Oswego Speedway. Dan Connors finally gets his good finish at Oswego, third place at the Bud 200. And Dan, talk us through it.
I don't know. It's kind of a roller coaster. We haven't had any good classic finishes ever. Something's always happened or broke, or So I was just kind of waiting at the end for something to happen. But
you had the game plan to start the race. You went pretty much to the front.
Well, that wasn't originally my game plan, but the car was kind of free to start. And it was really good, but I knew it was going to go away. So usually you want it to be real tight in the beginning and kind of let it come to you. So I figured I wouldn't be able to pass anybody at the end with being so loose. So I'd go as far as I could in the beginning, and it kind of worked out, I guess.
Thompson got out a ways from you. Did you think you could catch him though in the end if you had the car at the end?
Not
he was gone.
I could have caught him in the beginning, and I was just trying to save in second, and he just checked out anyway. So it's kind of tough.
Why don't you give us a rundown of whoever helps you out with this car?
Pretty much a lot of people. I mean, all my sponsors, Podium, Peter's Ice Cream, Top Stitch, Chris Nelson, everybody on the crew over there, Edsy, Steve, Mark, my dad, obviously, John Cloca helps us out a ton, my parents, obviously, so I wouldn't be here without them. So I was just, without all them, none of this would happen. So,
great day. It was great to see you. Top three finish. Awesome. Congratulations. Thanks. Michael Barnes parks it in Victory Lane, Oswego Speedway. Mikey, you don't really get too emotional. I've known in the past, but this has got to sit really well with you after being second, and today you finally park it in Victory Lane.
Yeah, my wife's been saying for about 7-8 years we've been together. She's like, I'd like to see you cry with them. I think she saw it. But it's just this is great. This is great. I couldn't be happier to finally just get this done, get this off my back. I feel 100 pounds lighter. If I never won another one, at least I got one. And I don't even know what to say.
Talk us through the race, like the start, and just what your game plan was and how the race came to you.
My game plan was kind of, I wanted to lay back, but the thing was, it was a short field. And so, it was kind of more, it was funny because it's kind of more like a 50 lapper than a 200. I didn't know how conservative it was going to be, so I said, I'm just going to try to stay up here. I said, I'm going to follow Otto. He's really the best to do it, so, we'll follow him. And I could see he was kind of wiggling a little early, and I was wiggling too, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to go at 100. I said, I'm already can feel it, back end's getting around, kind of buzzing tires a little bit. You might as well go and try to get in front of these guys. So I just kind of went with that flow. I got by Otto. I said, well, I'm just going to pace myself. I'll keep my eyes on DJ because I think he was kind of the guy to beat, in all honesty. Other than, Tyler, I don't know. He's obviously got this race down. He had won if he run out of fuel, but I was kind of banking on that. I kind of thought that was going to happen, and that's why when I got to second, I wasn't pushing as hard as I could, but I was like, 3/4, just enough to kind of keep the guys behind me, but keep him in sight. And right about the time I said, there's like 15, 20 to go, I'm really picking up the pace, and I noticed I could kind of hang with him, keep him within a straightaway, and he ran out of fuel. Then I had to go through all the cautions. Red flag.
One night last season, the last racing season, you were having some issues and you ended up putting it in Victory Lane. And today, earlier, we were speaking and you were talking that, you were pretty down. It seemed like you were down, you were having issues. There was little, what could go wrong, And then here you are, Victory Lane.
Sometimes it works like that, we fought a lot of issues. And we had a hurt motor a couple weeks ago. We put a brand new motor in. I got to thank also, Doug Holmes, Jimmy D. We had a lot of help engine-wise, getting motors in and out of the car, trying to figure out what was what. Just a lot of work went into this. We had a lot of issues since last race. We hurt a motor, and we kind of were having some different issues between testing the other night and some motor issues today. The throttle was that injection was kind of hanging up on me all day. I kind of had to drive with the toe strap the whole race. But, we got through it. We did it.
Well, give props to everybody who gives you a hand on the car. All of your crew, everybody.
I got to thank Gary and Eric Strell for doing this. Joey Hogsby. Most importantly, my wife. She lets me do this. She's really good about supporting my race and my dreams. My father, none of this would happen without him.
I saw a big embrace in Victory Lane with Dad.
He works so hard on any car I've ever driven. He works on that thing every day of the week. A lot of the whole crew, Big Dan. You know, he's been kind of like my guide the last few years. Joe, my tire guy. You know, just sticking with it. We keep creeping up on this a little bit better. We get a little bit better every year. You know, we finally nailed it down. You know, all the sponsors, you know, we've had over the years, Gaffney's Lawn Care, Good Times, Doug Holmes. You know, I can't remember them all. Ferdy's. You know, it's just, I don't know what to say. It's
You don't have to say anymore. Congratulations, great run, and go and enjoy this victory. Well deserved.
Thank you, buddy.
Good job.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hey. There, now you can finish it. There, here's your hat.